Hope you brought your wetsuit and your...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight.
All the talking has been done. It's time to... And there's the bell to start round 1. That punch is beginning to take its toll. That left counter was perfectly timed. Nice counter punch right up the middle. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Misses with the straight left. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Those counter punches have to hurt. He blocks the hook. They both want the knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no depth. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He misses with that straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He blocks the right hook. They exchange punches. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Fantastic punch. Will say no mas. Do you believe what we're seeing? A perfect counter lands. Nothing but air on that left uppercut. That jab misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight has a real good flow to it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain, rubber bro.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
Whoa, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? It somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. Ooh, the big shot, and down goes Ali. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's
That shit wasn't even
right
in
there.
range.
He's been knocked out. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He misses with that straight left. throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Come on.
Good counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. That uppercut doesn't land. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Just misses with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. On to the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
How does that
keep
keep
missing?
missing?
It's always coming. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4. And you continue.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in. Here comes round 7. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Ow, ow.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Nice defense on that hook.
Oh, ow, ow.
Catch and shoot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's over.
Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shots and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes. It's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts.
Damn it.
You'd like to see more jab. Hold it right there.
Sorry.
And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that... Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym.